All right, y'all. So I heard a rumor, and no, I am not talking about Miss Mamas here from Umbrella Academy, but I heard a rumor that Captain America New World Order, that name is so scary to me. New World Order? Anyway, is supposed to be or might be introducing Adamantium, and the way that they're doing it, I think will get y'all going, okay? Because it got me going, got me very interested to see where they're headed with all of this and also how it's going to manifest. So let's talk about it. So this is coming from the direct. You can find the link for it in my description as usual. Captain America 4's key Wolverine connection revealed by new rumor. A new report revealed a critical connection between Captain America 4 and the iconic Marvel mutant Wolverine. Skipping ahead right now, it seems the actual X-Men reboot is still years off, as the contractual situation with the original Fox stuff will reportedly be in effect until 2025, but that won't stop, which is so annoying. But that won't stop them from setting up the mutant emergence in the MCU, and it turns out Captain America New World Order will be no stranger to these X-Men Easter eggs, as it seems to feature a pivotal tie to one of Marvel's most famous mutants. So if a new report is to be believed, Captain America New World Order's plot will revolve around / introduce an integral piece to Wolverine from the X-Men, according to noted insider Daniel Richman. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Captain America 4 is about an international conflict over a new metal called Adamantium. The fictional metal may sound familiar to fans, blah, blah, blah. We already know Wolverine got all that shit on his bones. The report also said that the metal will be discovered on Tiamut Island, the calcified celestial seen in the final act of 2021's Eternals. The island will be key to the plot of the film, with every country wanting a piece of that new metal. This news is also notable as it will mark only the second time so far the MCU has addressed the frozen cosmic giant. The fossilized Colossus was mentioned briefly in She-Hulk, appearing as an Easter egg on an in-universe online news outlet. However, this looks like it will be the first time it is relevant to the greater Marvel Studios canon since Eternals. And I was just like, damn, unless I'm fucked up with the timeline or something like that, I was just like, damn, there's no way that big ass Tiamat, that big ass celestial done popped out the fucking ocean or wherever the fuck, and nobody done said anything about it. I'm like, damn. So I'm glad they're doing something, or apparently, allegedly, it's rumored that they might be doing something with that. Not Cersei setting off the next global war. Cersei done turned this shit. She thought she was Medusa, ain't it? She turned him into stone, and now everybody, all these countries might be fighting over that shit. For the fans, it's certainly exciting to know that Adamantium is finally coming to the MCU. Because the film rights for the X-Men and Adamantium were tied up at Fox, Marvel Studios was unable to ever use the rare metal. This forced the Hollywood giant to get creative with some of their on-screen stories, including making Captain America's shield out of vibranium instead of adamantium like it is on the comic page. They just talk here about Weapon X and Wolverine's bones and all that stuff. Continuing, while it is unlikely but not impossible that Wolverine himself will appear in the upcoming Captain America sequel, it could be the first step toward the character's long-awaited introduction. Plus, this adamantium introduction could also play into this next generation of the Captain America character. Perhaps now that Sam Wilson has taken over the mantle, he may finally get an adamantium shield just like Cap does in the comics. Captain America New World Order hits theaters May 3rd, 2024. So this is definitely gonna get me even more interested in this whole Captain America stuff. Now, y'all already know me. I'm a flaming homosexual. Y'all already know that. So you can get me up with characters like Captain Marvel. You can get me up with characters like Wanda, Miss Scarlet Witch. Like, you can get me up with those kinds of characters, not these boring ass male characters. I'm so sorry. Or boring ass straight male characters. Like, it is what it is. So when I was watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I was just like, wow, why am I watching this? I was just like, why am I watching this? Very happy for you, Sam Wilson. I'm very happy that you got the shield and shit right now. But I don't know, compared to like a lot of the other like Marvel shows. I mean, even Loki was better. I love Loki show way more than Captain Falcon and the fucking Winter Soldier. Y'all already know what the fuck I'm talking about. But even WandaVision was amazing. I loved it. But I was just like, okay, so how y'all gonna make me want to watch Captain America New World Order? Like, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna change up? Maybe y'all can let Wanda invade that movie just like she invaded the Doctor Strange movie. I know them Doctor Strange fans was mad. And I do love Doctor Strange, don't get me wrong. Because I love anything having to do with magic and powers and all that shit. But Wanda came in there and she stole the show, as she should, because she's a Scarlet Witch. So you see what I'm saying? Because of my personality, I am just like, I don't know about this Captain America type of shit. Even though Chris Evans is hot, I would have much rather preferred to see, like I said, Captain Marvel blow somebody up than what's his face, then Captain America swing around that frisbee. Like, I'm so sorry, that's just how I am. So this is making this, if this is true, what I'm talking about, this is making it even more interesting to me, because after the Eternals, which I think y'all dragged that movie for absolutely no reason, it's crazy because a lot of people will critique Marvel and be like, oh, well, they do the same shit the same way all the time. And then when you get a different kind of movie like the Eternals, everybody want to start freaking out. I think it was crazy, or just like very ambitious, to be having to introduce that many characters in one movie. And I think they did well with it. I think Chloe did well with it. Okay, especially like I said, you're introducing these new kind of characters, plus the amount that you had to introduce, and then on top of that, you had to tell a decent story while fitting it all into the timeline. I think that was a good job. I think y'all dragging Eternals way too much. I just don't think it deserved all that hate. But anyway, after the Eternal, and Cersei, like I said, turned Mr. Tiamut when he was emerging out of Talokan. Let me stop. But you know what I mean? Like when he was emerging out of the ocean, Cersei said absolutely not, and she turned it into stone, and that's that. So now I'm wondering, okay, how is it that you are turning, or this celestial that has died is turning now into adamantium? Is it that y'all are taking some of the material of the dead celestial and turning it into adamantium? Is it that there are reactions happening on the surface or the inside of this celestial that y'all are that's creating this adamantium, and then y'all are detecting it? I want to know which country's gonna blow each other blow each other off the map, fighting over this adamantium. I'm wondering also how this adamantium is going to compare, or what kind of things, markets, whatever it's going to create in comparison to vibranium. Is somebody gonna have the smart idea to try and mix up adamantium and vibranium together to make something that's even fucking stronger? You know, there's so many possibilities, and when you add another like resource that people are fighting over to the mix, we are already fighting over all type of shit as it is, but when you add another resource to the equation, it leads the way to an explosive. It could be an explosive ass plot. Like y'all could really get into it, and then maybe give us a fucking Wolverine cameo at the end or something. I totally thought Hugh Jackman, obviously he's not done because they're doing that whole Deadpool stuff right now. But I thought Hugh Jackman was done, but I guess Marvel said, hey, guess what? Name your price, and we're going to cash that. We're going to sign that check. Okay. So yeah, if anything, I think this news, as much as it is so cool, right? If this is something that is actually happening, I think that as cool as this rumor or this news is, it adds a lot of questions, but interesting ones, interesting ones that will make me tune in to this movie. And it's no shade, like I said, it's no shade against the character Sam Wilson or whatever, but Falcon was one of my least favorite characters, period. And then when he got his own show, I was like, okay, I guess I'll watch it. And so I'm hoping that I go into this movie with a more excited attitude instead of like, oh, I guess I'll watch it. Like give me something. And I hope that's what they do with this. So yeah, let me know what y'all think of this. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll check y'all out later. Peace.